Yeah. Speaking of piles of music that I've been waiting to release,
Oh
you
man.
might have noticed that like a few weeks ago on my channel, I dropped like 14 songs or something, and Ron dropped a song and Far dropped a song, all from FNF Infinite. Now, if you
Yeah.
don't know what FNF Infinite is,
Anders
it's
V2,
the
baby.
yes, the version 2
Yeah.
update to Versus Anders, which has been in progress pretty much since Anders V1 came out, like
That's
two and a half years ago.
a long
Um,
time ago, man. Jesus.
so, as you may have noticed, the mod is still not out, but we dropped all the music, which may confuse you a little bit.
It's like,
Um,
there's people that I saw thinking like, "Oh, was this just a part of the wheel?" It's like you
no.
look at the wheel post. One, FNF Infinite's not on there. Two, hadn't even reached the date yet. So
Yeah.
it's not even. No, it's not wheel. It's not the wheel.
No. It's not the wheel. I don't want to get into the weeds of it because it's really shit that should not be publicized.
Yeah, it's
But-
it's not nobody touched kids. Okay,
Yeah.
Get that
There was
out of the
no
way.
kid touching.
And there was
There's no
no
criminal activity, so
It's
yeah, don't worry.
some shit between us. Put long story short, you might have seen Far's tweet about it, but Anders and Astral are no longer, like Anders is no longer part of Astral. Same goes for
Yeah.
Typic.
Yeah,
It's like
and
we've gone our separate ways, and because none of our content is gonna be in Anders, it's released now for people to listen to.
Yeah.
And assuming Typic is continuing on with Anders, which I believe he is, that music is all gonna get replaced. So
Yeah.
expect if Anders comes out to hear completely different tracks from what DBZ released. The Game Over song that I released and the song that Far had released.
Yeah, that stuff, as proud as we were of it, it's just way too much effort to try to repurpose it. I don't really like repurposing music that is for some canceled thing.
Because you like
It always ends up just being worse.
and then it's like you're always gonna associate like the song with what it was originally for, right? So
Yeah.
you might as well just make something new, and chances are you've improved since you made that last song, so it's gonna end up better, right?
Exactly.
And you can fine tune it more to fit what you would have repurposed that other song for.
Yeah. And we would appreciate it if you did stream those songs, check them out.
Yeah,
Because,
because
yeah, like I said, we're still
Anders-
very proud of him.
it's not like we're just like, oh, we don't like Anders anymore. Like, and we put our heart and soul in that project.
Yeah.
But circumstances, it is what it is.
Yeah, and there's even more music for Anders that is still not released that we made.
Which despite what we sang, despite what we said about repurposing things, the exception comes with what we are repurposing from Anders, because, and you'll come to find out what we mean by this, is that there was almost like a mod inside the mod when it came to Anders that was, all things considered, directed by DBZ and myself.
Yeah.
And the idea of it was created by DBZ and myself. The vast majority of the work was done by DBZ and myself, and that is why like we're gonna be turning that into a standalone project, and it just makes more sense for it to be anyway. In all honesty, so be on the lookout for that in the future.
Yeah.
because
Hopefully, at some point, we will reveal that project.
it's gonna be
Everybody
crazy.
will shit themselves.
Everybody will shit. It's gonna go crazy.